Guys, so today I'm going to do a quick review on the movie Pulse. This is a Japanese movie. There has been an American remake version of this that I've seen a million years ago, so there's not going to be much comparison between the two because I honestly can't remember much from the American version other than Kristen Bell was in it and it was pretty scary. I'm just going to jump right in because my camera is going to die in a few minutes. So basically this movie is about the isolation that we feel with technology, and I really liked the philosophical ideas throughout this movie. There was a lot of them. It really makes you think. It makes you think about, are we really living with other people? Are we primarily alone in life, regardless of who surrounds us? Are we really solo? And it does make you think. It made me think because I live alone, so I feel alone most times. And I'm okay with it because I'm an introvert and I, thrive by being alone. But, we all feel lonely at times, and it kind of emphasizes that philosophical idea of being lonely to the point of depression and suicide. It follows a few different paths of these people, and at the end they kind of meet. So you see some people who commit suicide because of the isolation of this technology, but really they're like ghosts involved from the technology, and once you kind of see it, you become obsessive about this idea of loneliness and whatnot, and it makes you want to commit suicide as well. That's what I get from it. It may not be a direct, that may not be exactly what it is. I didn't really read up on the plot online like I normally do. I'm just kind of going off of what I saw in the movie. The scare factor in this was awesome. I actually did get really freaked out at some parts. Some parts were really scary when you just kind of barely see the figures of these internet ghosts, as I call them. And it's really, really cool. I thought the scares were good. They weren't gory. There was like no gore at all. But there was a creepy factor, disturbing factor to it that made it scary for me. The acting wasn't superb or anything. Everything felt kind of staged and very placed. I don't know if that makes sense. Towards the end it got a little bit better, but overall I thought the acting in its entirety could have been a little bit better than it was, but it was still believable and relatable, and you can kind of relate to the characters and stuff. So in that sense, it was good. But some of it just felt very fake and very overacted. As I said about the philosophical ideas, that was probably one of my favorite parts. A lot of self-reflection with the characters on, are we really not alone? And, all this kind of stuff. And what does it feel like to die? And what is it like after death? Are we alone still, or are we among our loved ones again? And there was a lot of those kind of concepts that went deeper than the plot of the movie, and I loved that because it adds some sort of thinking to the movie, and it made it really interesting to watch and see these characters kind of go through that thinking process. I will say this movie got kind of confusing towards the end. I liked it as a whole. I really did like this movie. However, it became this like epidemic, apocalyptic type thing that everybody was dying from these internet ghosts and this loneliness. I don't know. It was very strange, and I didn't like that it made it like throughout the world, or Tokyo, wherever it was. They made it huge like that. I thought, if I remember correctly, in Pulse, in the American one, it was just contained to that like group of friends, but correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not sure on that. And I think that's a little bit more believable, and a better way to go about it than make it a worldwide or countrywide epidemic. I thought that was strange, and I honestly got so lost and confused, and it was just a strange ending for this movie. This is probably one of my favorites that I've watched this month in this Asian horror segment. I would definitely recommend this movie for sure to anybody who likes Asian horror, because it's genuinely scary at times, and it has a lot of philosophical background and a lot of thinking that you do throughout the movie that's very intriguing, and it keeps you really interested in it. So I love that. I definitely recommend checking out this movie if you haven't seen it yet. I believe it's on the American Netflix, which is how I watched it. So if you have American Netflix, then you can watch it. Otherwise, I will have the trailer listed down below, so check that out if you want to see what it's all about. Sorry for another quick review. I am probably only going to be able to do one more review this month for Asian horror, and then we'll move on to the next segment because school has begun. I didn't really factor that in when I planned out these videos with the schooling aspect because, you know, school started this week. So that isn't necessarily stressful, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.